Okay, we're back on Open Line. Final full segment, so get in those calls now if you would like to join the discussion as we talk about getting kids back into school and really just letting parents make a choice, whether it's virtual or in school. Again, October 12th return date is the proposal right now, but it just depends on the age group. I mean, there's some groups at MNPSA may not be back for several more months. So understandably, some parents are frustrated. And Nicole, I wanted to get to you after Megan's call there, her concerns with kids with pre-existing conditions and just concerned that maybe we're rushing things. What do you have to say about it?
Yeah, like Jennifer said, she makes incredibly valid points, and anyone with health history like that, with family members in the home that are at risk, and I don't blame her for her choice in choosing virtual. And I would encourage anyone that came to me with those concerns to, if their kids are doing okay with this emotionally, academically, then I would encourage them to continue to choose that route. But unfortunately, a lot of very healthy children are suffering from depression and anxiety from not having the option to be in school.
Sure. Haley is on line one. Hi, Haley. Welcome to Open Line.
Hi. Yes, I am a big proponent for the kids to go back to school too, and I just think that they all can learn better in school and can be with their friends in the classroom and actually with their teachers in the classroom. And I know, for one, my teacher is dying to get back in the classroom with her kids. And I just feel like that's the best place for these kids to be. And I just want to thank you guys so much for being an advocate for our kids and stepping in the gap when all of us can't necessarily do that. So thank you all.
All right, thank you, Haley. So a little bit of appreciation there for your work. I do want to ask you about kind of the initial paperwork. It was an op-ed, I believe, that was written for your group. You had some issues with the board. Their board meetings had been virtual for so long, and you wanted on several occasions to be given a chance to talk and express your concern, but you weren't allowed to. Has that changed? How has the board responded?
No.
Okay.
We still have not been given the option to speak. I have been emailing since the decision, to go only virtual in July. I emailed multiple times to our district board leader, to Dr. Battle, to Mayor Cooper, and never received any response for a month, which was very disheartening that they didn't even feel that my concerns were warranted. So I was very disappointed, and we asked on multiple occasions if we would be allowed the ability to speak during one of their virtual board meetings, and no one ever replied.
Wow. All right. Go ahead, Jennifer. Yeah.
Same experience here too. I have emailed all of the board members. My board member didn't respond. Only one board member responded, and it was a canned response that probably went out to anybody that emailed, and very vague and didn't answer questions. I did get a response from the mayor's office. It was the first one was a canned response, and then when I wrote back that he didn't answer my questions, he did respond with something that was a little bit more personal to what I asked. But one of the things that he brought up that concerned me was that, my question was, why can our mayor's son, attend a private school in the same county and just a couple miles down the road, down from my kids who can attend. And his response was more of that it is which system is better prepared to handle this. And for me to hear that, if the mayor's son's school is prepared to handle it, but the rest of the county isn't, why isn't our mayor rolling up his sleeves and digging in and figuring out what Metro needs to get these kids back in school and to keep the teachers safe. What is being done? Right now, I think that my understanding in talking to teachers, principals, and my husband is that the Metro has left it up to each individual school to develop their plan, their safe when we go back. And that has just, I think, left a lot of people in the dark and a lot of uncertainty.
All right, real quick, we got one more call. Queenie's on line 1. Go ahead.
Hi, how's everyone?
Doing well. Go ahead.
Good, good. I'm a grandmother. One of mine is aesthetic, and I've been in healthcare going on 40 years. My thought of it is parents should be given a choice. I realize people need their job, but one, we all across this universe knew school would eventually have to start. And so I think that the priority should have been getting these schools ready before opening up bars, because when you go to bars and all of that, that's a petri dish for the disease, number one. And these people are coming back to their children going to school, spreading it. And so preparation of the school should have been deep cleaning, definitely the ventilation. How long have those schools been closed up? So the schools have been closed, but are we certain that the ventilation system has been deep cleaned and revised and everything before everybody gets back in there breathing that COVID in? If something has settled and set, you better believe it's marinade up in there. So to return back, to me, like the other lady said earlier in the call, why not see what's going on with this first? We're not talking about grown folk bars. We're talking about baby kids. We're talking about these babies. And I feel that we should be given a choice, and we should make sure we're ready before we lose the lives of babies. These babies cannot speak for themselves. So grown people can when they go to the bars and Broadway's blocked off and they're going back, transferring COVID to these babies coming to school, transferring it to other babies. That's not fair. We should be given a choice. And where's the priority these days? Today, children are not priorities in a lot of cases when it comes to especially diseases. And
Queenie,
again,
we're gonna
I'm a mother and a grandmother, and here again, I've been in healthcare. I remember the first HIV patient, but we have to be cautious of these babies.
Got to end you right there. I'm sorry to interrupt you. We only have about 30 seconds left, but thank you.
For your time.
Thank you.
I had to put that out there.
Thank you. All right, we're gonna quick reaction. We got about 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Yes, I mean, she's making a point for us. We want the schools and the board, to take action and get the schools ready to be open for the children to come in, and to prioritize that over more laptops. I saw on Twitter today a feed from MNPS, like getting new, better laptops for their teachers, and which is great, and that is fine. But also show us what you are doing to get these schools prepared and open. Show us you going into the classroom and separating the desks and dividers.
Take a quick break. Wrap it up. Ladies, thank you so much for being with us. We got to hit a break here, and we'll be back.